Armies of the Dead is the next Pathfinder Battles booster box set from WizKids, and it is the first traditional Pathfinder booster set we've had since the Mwangi Expanse set back in 2022. This set features minis primarily from the Book of the Dead and the Bloodlord's Adventure Path, though there are some minis from other books sprinkled in here as well. For the most part, the stat blocks for these creatures are from pre-remaster, but it sounds like they are planning to update some of those old rule books to bring them in line with the remaster, so we'll see. But let's do yet another giveaway with this set. To enter, just be a subscriber, leave me a comment down below letting me know which of these minis is your favorite and why, and when the set releases in a few weeks, I will draw a winner and send them a booster box. US residents only, I'm afraid. So, with thanks to WizKids for sending this brick along to us to review, let's open up Armies of the Dead. Enhance and improve your 5e games today with Hit Point Press. During October, experience One Last Fight, a role-playing card game where your party faces a final confrontation with their arch-nemesis. Grab it on Kickstarter now. Explore the whimsical dark carnival setting of Heckna. Will you see through the glitzy charade or fall prey to Heckna's everlasting torment? Or explore the cute but deceptively deep campaign setting of Humblewood, where a new threat imperils the peace between the Humblefolk and the Birdfolk. Or enhance your 5e games with animated spell, condition, and townsfolk cards. Learn more today at Hit Point Press by using our link in the corner or down below. Alright, let's just jump right in, shall we? Ooh, we got a little advert in this one for Sirenscape. Interesting. Anyway, looking at our minis, we are starting off with a pretty nice one. This is Child of Urgathoa. This is one of the rares. This is 46 out of 46. This is our capstone mini. The Child of Urgathoa is one of Urgathoa's greatest clerics. They get the highest honor from Urgathoa, and they're created directly by Urgathoa herself. Ooh, that's very creepy with that mangled, like, not mangled, but like an arm turned into a scythe. Super cool boss. Next up we have... Ooh, what is this? This is number 10, Ghoul Priest of Kabriri. I believe Kabriri is one of the Bloodlords in that adventure over in Geb. Yeah, it's a nice ghoul. So, yeah, you can just use this as a regular ghoul if you want to. A ghoul with a mace. Female ghoul at that. Our next one. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Oh yeah, this is a number 2. This is a Shredskin. This is just a skinned body that is looking for a body to get some substance from. It doesn't matter if that body is living or dead, but it's going to try to envelop somebody and take them over. So a nice creepy horror-themed monster for you. I mean, if horror is your thing, then this is going to be a mini set that you're going to enjoy. Even if you're not playing the Bloodlord's Adventure or something similar. Oh, that's cool. This is number 14, a wolf skeleton. Yeah. So yeah, if you want a skeletal wolf or dog or anything along those lines, here you go. I do appreciate getting skeletons of creatures other than humanoids in order to kind of round out those kind of encounters. So that's a very cool little mini there too. You can get some use out of that in any kind of adventure you run. That's the nice thing about these Pathfinder kind of generic sets too, is that you can use them in D&D for the most part, because they have skeletons and ghouls and whatnot. Number 31 here, this is an Afziaka Stalker. Interesting. It looks like a kind of an undead wolf thing. I like the little bones showing through. Like, oh, this is a wolf that's seen some bad times. You can also use this. I'm not sure if this is an undead creature or not, but you can also use this as a very, very wounded creature that you're going to have to do something with in an encounter, in an adventure. Next up we have... Ooh, if I can get them out of the bag. Yes. Ooh. Oh, that's a cool one too. This is number 40, so this is another rare. This is a Horde Lich. Look at that, look cool. It's got the book facing sideways, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, it's got scrolls, some magic effects coming out of his mage book there. Oh, that's a very cool Lich mini too that I think that you'll probably enjoy. I like that one. Next up we have... Oh, yeah, the little pyromaniac goblin. They are called the... Ooh. Shadern Immolator. The Shadern, I believe these are creatures who are called like Mortix or something to that effect. Mortix, they are not undead themselves, but they're kind of borderline undead. They have a lot of undead traits, and they can kind of go back and forth to that undead place of existence if they want to. But you can also just use this as a goblin who is maybe a little bit more into fire than even most goblins are. Most goblins are pretty into fire. Next up we have... this is an amalgamation creature for sure. This is a Carrion Construct number 12, made up of various body parts of other monsters, made in a lab somewhere. Definitely a construct. A little Frankenstein's monster there. Very cool. Alright, I'm going to slide some of these off to the side. Gotta love a set with a theme, right? Ooh, what is that there? The first one we have here, crocodile-looking creature. This is a Ghoul Crocodile. I mean, it's a crocodile with a ghoul tongue. You can use this as a regular crocodile if you want to. It's just got a long tongue. But you don't see a lot of unhumanoid ghouls, right? Like ghouls that are other creatures besides humanoids. So that's kind of a fun thing to have. Here we have, let's see. This is number 19, a Dromaar Vampire. Yeah. Got a vampire with a little bit of plate armor on them, too. You could also use this as if you want to play a more vampire-esque PC character. A little bit of a bent sword there, but that's alright. Cool vampire. If you're doing any kind of adventure in D&D or Pathfinder that involves vampires. This is a headless, I think it's called. Beheaded, that's right, number 1. It's just a severed head that has come back from the dead because it wasn't very happy about being beheaded, and now it's haunting people and biting them. Yeah, I mean, can't go wrong with that. It's a nice little translucent effect on there with a transitional green color that's kind of developing as it goes up toward the head. Our next one here, another like regular undead creature. This is a this is a Herexen number 7. This is actually in the Monster Core book if I'm not mistaken. So this is one of the ones that you do have a remaster stat block for, and this is basically an undead evil cleric. You can even see they're carrying around some like papers there with probably some clerical rules that they're supposed to follow. Which maybe they didn't do a good job of. So yeah. Oh, another nice gnome in there. A lot of these undead creatures are relatively versatile. You can use them for whatever kind of creature you want to. You know, ghoul versus zombie, you can kind of reuse them. Here we have an Arboreal Snag, number 33. You know, it's nice to get a few kind of evil treant minis. This one is not... You know, there's not too much making him look evil, but there's definitely the eyes and the kind of rot going down from the mouth makes him look a little bit more sinister than most of your treants. I do like this one. It's probably my favorite so far. And this bag, I wrapped it good this time. Ooh, I like this one too. This is number 9, Onryo. Interesting. That's kind of a cool one too. That's kind of an undead priestess. I'm not 100% sure about the lore behind this one, but that's we have a full set review, so I have time to go back and look at the lore. I do like that undead mini though. Oh, ooh, we got a nice immolated creature here. It's like a fire elemental, but let's see. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, that's super cool. This is a Combusted, number 5. Yeah, it is basically a kind of a skeleton-y creature that is just on fire. I don't know the lore behind this one either, but that is a very cool mini. Maybe this is my favorite of the set. That's very cool and very unique. It's mostly a translucent mini with a few kind of skeletal pieces in it that are not translucent. So it's a nice little combination mini. I like that. That's very cool. Finally in the set, we have a little gnomish creature. This is a Gnome Exorcist, number 18. Ooh, with a cool like mirror there, or I think it's a mirror. The Exorcist is a little bent there because she's got thin legs. Exorcist is one of the archetypes in the Book of the Dead. Archetypes kind of let you specialize your character a little bit more than you can with just the class and the race features. and kind of replace some of your features to make them a little bit more specialized. And one of the things I like the best about Pathfinder, ooh, this one has a runner. All right, number 28. This is a Beetle Carapace. I guess it's like an undead beetle. Yeah, it's kind of a beat-up looking beetle. Yeah, that's a cool mini. You could probably use that for, you know, also a regular beetle if you like. Oh, this one is in a little plastic thing to keep it safe because it's just a bunch of bones. This is number, oh gosh, this one's actually smudged, so it's a little bit hard to read, but I think, oh, this is a skeletal construct, I believe it says. You can see it beside me here. Yeah. It's made up a bunch of, what, spines? And a skull? Like a spinal column. A very, very long spinal column and a skull on top. Yeah. Yeah, another construct. A lot of evil wizards seem to like putting together various bones and body parts to see what they can make. Here's another Beheaded. Right there. And finally we have... Oh! This is bent to be kind of ridiculous because the staff is in front of the face. But this is number 41. This must be our last rare in the set. This is a Hyrune Loxenna. That's very cool. I think this is one of the primary antagonists from the Bloodlord's adventure path, which is why he looks so cool. Got a bit of a dragon familiar wrapped around his neck there. Very cool staff that not only has a translucent effect, but has some runes around the magic. It's just a little bent, so we're going to have to fix that up. But that is definitely one you're going to want if you're playing the Bloodlord's adventure path. Okay. We've seen this one before. This is, again, one of our Afziaka Stalkers, the kind of undead wounded wolf. And as you can see, the set tops out at large figures. Haven't had any huge sets in a while. This is an Ice Mummy, number 8. I mean, it's a kind of Egyptian-y looking mummy that's ice because he has an ice staff. So this could really be any kind of mummy you want, but he's an ice mummy. Ooh, what is this? This is a little one that also looks translucent. Ooh, what the heck? This is a Waldgeist number 3. Interesting. I think this is like an undead nature spirit. I do like that there's a little bit of a, I think it's in Book of the Dead, there's more than a few kind of nature-based evil undead, which I don't think you see that often. So I quite enjoy that. Oh, this is cool. This is number 15, a Hunter Wight. Yeah, with the looking in the kind of behind them. I like the pose here. This is a very good pose with the bow and arrow. No bowstring. We always kind of look for that. Thin legs, but standing straight up. So I like that. That's a very cool mini. That's a very cool Wight mini. We got 2 more boxes. Ooh. Let's start off with... Ooh. This is number 30, a Dread Zombie Cyclops. That's really well painted, especially for a kind of WizKids mass-produced mini. That's the best painted one in the set so far. Oh man, Cyclops with his intestines coming out. Oh, that's so good. This is one you could, if you don't mind having horror minis on your shelf, that's a nice one to put on your shelf and show off. Oh, even his foot is bent backwards, like it's broken. Very cool. This is a repeat of our Herexen, number 7, our little undead cleric. Next up we have... Come on out. Ooh, that's another cool one. This is a Grave Hag, number 21. Grave Hags are interesting because they're one of the hag forms that aren't able to change their form to look more natural, more human. But from what I remember, I do like hags. What I remember, they also don't necessarily like hiding. They don't want to go lurk in graveyards. They want to kind of live out in the open. So you find these a lot in Geb, where they can, which is the undead country that features in the Bloodlord's adventure path, and they can go and live openly. I think they often work as like scholars in Geb. So that's a cool thing, kind of a different take on the hag. Oh, this is another really cool one. What is this? This is number 4, an Abandoned Zealot. I think these are one of those people who worshipped some sort of deity and afterlife, and then they died, and then they found out that what they believed in wasn't true, and so they got kicked out of the afterlife that they were expecting, and come back as a very unhappy and disappointed undead creature. And a very cool looking one at that. A lot of translucent effects in this particular set. Finally, our last box. I've been pleasantly surprised with this set so far. I don't know what I was expecting, but these look pretty good. Oh, that's like a Minotaur skeleton. This is a Skeletal Giant parentheses Minotaur number 29. Oh, what's cool about this one is the green paint in his nose and his mouth. That makes it look like it's glowing, but I've never really seen before. Nice spear as well. Again, I like having skeletons of creatures that we don't normally get skeletons from, so that's very cool. Ooh, this is number 20, a Pale Stranger Revenant. With dual-wielding pistols, which is not something you see in D&D a lot, but you do see it a little bit more often in Pathfinder. Either having their eye shot out or having an eye patch on. I like that. That's super cool. If you're doing any kind of Alkenstar adventure, that might be a fun undead creature to throw at your players. Here we have another one of those, what are they called? The Waldgeists, number 3. Little nature spirit. And our last one of the day. Another one of our Pyromaniac little goblins, the Shadern Immolator. Can't go wrong with that. Add that to your little goblin pile. Very cool. That is a really fun set. It's a lot better than I expected for some reason. And again, many thanks to WizKids for sending the set along to us. If you are playing an undead-themed adventure, be it Bloodlords or, you know, even a D&D adventure, a Strahd type adventure, you can definitely get a lot of use out of this particular set, I think. It is expected to hit stores sometime this month in October 2024. And now that I've done all the brick unboxings that I received in our last big WizKids box, I'm going to start working on my full set reviews of this set. Plus we have Infinite Staircase and quite a few other sets that I am dreadfully behind on. So please stay tuned for that if you do like my full unboxing videos. That is my next goal. I also have some Warlock tiles over here that I've been meaning to show you for some sewer sets. So stay tuned for that too. Again, make sure you are subscribed here to enter the contest, and don't forget to check out Hit Point Press and their Kickstarter for one last fight for a fun role-playing card game. And until next time, please stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I will see you next time at the Gallant Goblin.